To everyone who partakes, Merry Christmas from all of us here at the Live to Die podcast. And to everyone else, Happy Holidays, or at least stay warm, and thanks so much for tuning in. We just all wanted to take a moment to reach out and say a big thank you from all of us to all of you for taking the time to listen, whether you're walking through a neighborhood, hanging out with your family, or just sitting somewhere, maybe commuting to or from work. It's been a real joy to get to hear from all of you, to get to share our game with all of you. So I just wanted to take a chance now at the end of the year to say thank you all so much. This has been an absolute joy to work on, and it's a great opportunity here at the end of the year and the holidays to reflect back on this project and all of you who've joined this with us. So thank you so much for listening, and I'm so excited to start the new year with you.
Roll dice, be nice, and stay tuned. This is the Live to Die podcast.
So you know what time it is?
Christmas time.
It's the holidays.
The holidays.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Jingle
I want all
bell.
of you guys to do the
about to get
Mean
sued.
Girls Jingle Bell Rock dance, please.
We should do that for like some social media action.
I think we would lose followers. If we
Yeah, probably.
We don't have many to lose either.
We got to be
Yet.
careful. I was all prepped to ask holiday questions or something, but then I mentioned holiday stuff, and I think Jason like elevated out of his chair with
Yeah.
excitement.
Yeah.
What do you got? What gets you so excited about the holidays?
Well, I got a film studies degree when I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
And in the last year I was going to school, I took a class called Christmas films. Amazing class. You started out, we did like the classics, moved into what we called more the destruction of Christmas movies. And
so
then
Home Alone.
the war on Christmas, if you will.
Die Hard,
Oh,
Gremlins, those kinds of things. Black Christmas, like inverting Christmas, challenging the more
like Bad Santa.
conservative views that Christmas tends to have,
Okay.
and like turning them on their head a little bit. And then the last thing we did was more of, I guess you could call it queer Christmas stories. Like one of the movies we watched was Tangerine. It's about a trans prostitute who just gets out of jail, and it's like around Christmas time. So that was cool to watch. It's also the whole thing is filmed on an iPhone.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty impressive. So I really enjoy watching Christmas movies, watching Christmas commercials and ads, just to see the kind of things that they emphasize or criticize in some cases.
I really enjoy the like AI program that you can put in to make a Hallmark holiday movie. And they spit words out that sound exactly like every Hallmark holiday movie.
That's funny.
It's like, journalist, loses job, goes home, small town, cute bookstore owner, hate each other at first.
Because one of the conservative things that Christmas tries to drive home is the small town family vibe.
Like returning to your roots.
Returning to your roots,
Yeah.
escaping the urban hustle and bustle with your rich, fancy job.
And all
You
those
don't need all that.
darn minorities.
Christmas is the time of giving and loving, and you should be at home in the Midwest.
In the middle.
Has anyone ever bought a car without their significant other's knowledge?
No way. This
for
is a hard
Christmas?
turn, but absolutely not.
You
You,
know-
mean like
No,
a Christmas gift?
No, I know what he's talking because every year you get
Yeah.
these car commercials that are
Yeah.
like, you know what she really wants this year?
Right.
This extremely big financial
Yeah,
purchase.
right.
We
Hey, I
didn't
just bought
discuss.
this $40,000 car. Hope that's cool.
Yeah. If you buy
I
a
really feel
Mercedes,
like we
you get
should
a
have
red ribbon.
discussed this.
I feel like you could set up something like that where you just hand someone like a fake set of keys and a big ribbon. Like, I didn't get that for you, but I would love to go car shopping
It's
with
actually
you.
just a new key for the same car that's outside.
You laugh, but I feel like people who are friends with me that I drive for would be ecstatic if
Oh,
I got
yes.
keyless entry to my car because I've
He,
never
like,
had it.
the only person in the year 2022 that does not have a like key fob is this guy. And it's like every time you're freezing, trying to get in the car and your arms are full of groceries and you're like, can we not just unlock the door? Like, come on. Yeah.
I feel like it's a
I might get you a
principle
new
thing
key.
now. Like,
That's because I'm unhackable.
Yeah.
That's what I am. Already.
Unhackable.
Just analog.
Yes. So you actually brought up what I wanted to talk about, though, Jason. What are your? And I'll take one or the other because we only have so long in an opening before people just want us to play Pathfinder.
I don't even want to play today, so let's go.
Jane is hangry at the moment, just so we're all clear.
I'm so,
So
angry.
So, what's your either like what's a favorite Christmas film or like holiday film or a favorite like holiday tradition? Your choice, either or, that you have. I'll go first because you already called mine out. My favorite holiday film is Gremlins.
Yeah.
I've loved it since I was a kid. It's wild. It's weird. Like little monsters. I feel like Die Hard, while it's a good choice, it's a very front door choice. So Gremlins feels true to who I am. And holiday traditions, my family used to wait till Christmas Eve to get our Christmas tree. And then we'd decorate it all day and we'd just bake hors d'oeuvres and decorate the tree. I always liked that.
The conversation of is Die Hard or really a Christmas movie was pretty short in that class. He asked a couple questions and it all makes sense, right? Does it take place at Christmas?
Yes.
Is there a Christmas party?
Yes.
Is there a Christmas tree?
Yeah.
Is the man slide down the chimney?
Yes.
Technically, yes.
Boom.
Yeah.
And it's a story about reuniting family.
And it's a story about reuniting family because divorces are bad
For Christmas.
for Christmas. Yeah.
All right.
Die
So,
Hard.
do you have a favorite Christmas movie?
I really like Gremlins 2 because
Do you mean Gremlins,
as well. Gremlins 2 is a
It's a
fun
whole
movie,
different
but it
movie.
is a different vibe. Yeah. I really enjoy Gremlins. Very good. But I also enjoy this really weird French movie because that's the kind of person that I am. It's the American title is Dial Code Santa Claus. And imagine in Miracle on 34th Street if the Santa showed up at the house like uninvited
Mhm.
to play murder hide and seek.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll be watching that during the Christmas
I think
season, guys. We're
there's
going
a
to have
movie-
it filming.
I think there's a movie coming out that has David Harbour in it called Violent Night
Yes.
this year. And isn't it like there's like home invaders and he's the like badass Santa who comes and like whoops up on them?
It's
the whole
literally
time?
Hopper as a Santa Claus.
See, now I feel like we're getting the opposite of like Halloween is invading on Christmas a little bit. And it's kind of like related to what you were talking about, I guess. Like we have this flip of the traditional Christmas movie
The
happening.
deconstruction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the deconstruction of Christmas. That's another good way to explain it.
If you're into Gremlins, have you watched Krampus? Because
No, that's one I
I
haven't
saw
seen.
it a few years ago, and it felt very much like a spiritual successor to Gremlins in many ways with the tonality.
Everyone's looking at me, so I
Yeah.
guess I'll talk.
All heads turn to Jared.
Listen, I'll admit to being a bit of a Scrooge. I like the holidays,
Sure.
but I don't immerse myself into it. I just kind of like keep on going. But I do like to bake, so like
All
baking
right.
cookies and stuff. I do enjoy that. Mostly, I just like watching my kids open their stuff.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's so sweet.
That's really heartfelt.
I think that
Aw.
as a parent, doing Christmas is interesting because, well, I mean, we participated in the ultimate lie, right? That this
Yeah, absolutely.
harmless man enters your house while you're all sleeping and gives you
Normally,
presents.
kids, it's a bad thing,
Yeah.
but this one day, it's fine.
Dude.
On Christmas, breaking and entering
Yeah, I was going to
is
say a
fine.
B&E.
Yeah, but I mean, it's fun to watch your kids and the excitement, right? Like I always tried to go downstairs into the living room before they went in because I wanted to see their reaction, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely have enjoyed Christmas more in my adult life once we had kids. I was kind of like meh about Christmas for a while.
And
Although,
now, like, I know I'm an old man because I like practical gifts. Like when I get socks in my stocking, I'm like,
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
it's fantastic.
Oh God. A couple of years ago, for Christmas, my mom gave me this like really beautiful cutting board that has like my name engraved on it and it's really nice. And I was like, yes, a new cutting board. I was
Yeah.
so excited. And I had it in my apartment and my younger cousin, who was like 15 at the time, came over and she was like, what's that? And I was like, oh, it's what my mom gave me for Christmas. And she was like, oh, like you could just tell like the existential moment she had of like, is this what life is like when
This
you're
is
an
how it
adult?
gets
This is
to
what you
be.
get for Christmas. I was so excited.
It's great. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I a few years ago for Christmas, my parents, well, it was Christmas and my birthday because my birthday is so close to Christmas, not as close as other people's.
are you
but
Jesus?
Someone over
Gee,
here
Jesus.
is December 25th.
You're Jesus?
Yeah. I am the second coming of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
That checks out.
This I feel like that's a stretch. But
Watson is the third.
And I still remember my parents gave me, it was like a really nice comforter cover because it was like a flannel comforter cover from Land's End or something. And I was like, this is the best gift ever because I love flannel bed sheets.
Yeah, same.
Well, I don't want this to go too long, but now we have to ask what everybody's favorite Christmas gift that they got, like in their childhood. What's the one that sticks out?
We're going to skip films for the other half of the group, straight to presents.
Yeah.
Wait, I can answer.
Oh, yeah, films. You guys haven't said your films.
I can answer all of these at a time. I'm skipping Trent.
That's fine.
He's Jesus, so he's the ultimate Christmas celebrator.
My favorite thing about Christmas is me.
No, I just feel like we need to just give like Trent more time to talk about actually how much it sucks to have your birthday be on Christmas because you never really get that moment.
I save birthday wrapping paper every year for Trent.
We do. We give Trent a present and we wrap it like specifically in non-Christmas paper.
Jessica's is early January. We kind of do the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Favorite Christmas movie? I'm a sucker for the classics and I like It's a Wonderful Life. It's so wholesome.
You skipped me and you took mine, and that's not cool.
I just, I don't know. I love it.
I agree. I love that movie.
Yeah. And it, somehow I'm always just like, it's Christmas. Anyway, Christmas tradition. I don't know. Somebody was talking about like decorating a Christmas tree. And it just made me think that like every year since I was a child, my parents have this Christmas ornament that's a little wooden mouse inside a matchbox and it's sleeping with a little nightcap on. And I used to love it so much when I was a kid that like still my parents like leave it out for me after they decorate their tree so that I can like come over and put it on their tree for them.
That's very sweet.
Favorite tradition. And coolest present I ever got as a kid was a drum kit. That was like a children's drum kit. But it was because my older sister wanted an electric guitar because Freaky Friday had just come out and she was like into it.
You're so young.
So she got the like Lindsay Lohan like cherry red electric guitar that was like a kid's guitar basically for Christmas.
Isn't that just a ukulele?
No, it was like it like really hooked up to an amp and all of that stuff. Although hilariously, when she went to her first guitar lesson and the teacher was like, "Who's your favorite guitarist of all time?" She said Lindsay Lohan.
Of course.
That's
which
mine
was hilarious.
too, actually.
But on this Christmas, when my sister was getting it, my parents were like getting it for her, and they saw this like matching like child's drum kit set, which I didn't have any interest in the drums or like playing music, but they were like, "Well, obviously we have to get that for Jan because they match and it's too cute." But then I think they immediately regretted that.
Oh yeah,
by being like just the parental like lapse of judgment to be like, we should give our 8-year-old a drum set that she will play poorly for many months until finally I think there was like these are the hours that you can play on your Christmas present. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
So you're It's a Wonderful Life as well?
Yeah, that movie's so good. But also just like the claymation like Rudolph is
that's good.
That is a horror
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
There's
So
also
I
some weird messaging in that film about how if you're different, things happen to you.
you get sent to an island by yourself.
Maybe that's why I like it so much.
Because you were
You want to go to an island by yourself?
Because that's the lesson that children should learn.
It's a Wonderful Life. I just can't get behind James Stewart. Like,
Jimmy.
can't do it. And the fact that Eli played him as a bird in one of our characters had just kicked him off the cliff for me. It's like, I can't. You're done. You're done now. You look like a bird, man. Can't take you seriously. But Rear Window is like one of my favorite movies, though.
I think tradition wise, my mom made these like caramel popcorn, essentially. Just like make popcorn, put it out on like a sheet and like drizzle caramel over it with some food coloring just to, make it interesting. And me and my siblings had that like every single year of our life growing up. So that's like a deep embedded tradition for me.
Getting born. That was another big thing for you.
That was important in my life.
In all of our lives.
You can trace that back.
One of my favorite traditions is celebrating my birthday.
So it's actually not that bad. It has its good and bad, but my parents always made an effort that like we would, as a family, we would open gifts like on Christmas Eve so that they would hold for me on Christmas Day. Like I got to open my birthday stuff.
Oh,
What sucks about it in the grand scheme is that like as a kid, all of your gifts come once per year.
Yeah.
Like there's no like in between like, oh, nice, I get gifts in June and I get gifts in December. It's just like all on the exact same day.
Yeah.
Are you the
hold
only
out all
one
year.
with a
I was going to say, is everybody here a summer baby or these two are December?
December, May, June?
July?
So yeah, you guys got like halfway
Yeah,
gifts.
we've got
Yeah.
it spaced out nicely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mine was always like just close enough to Christmas, where especially it was rough in college because it was after finals, but not like during finals week. So everyone would finish and then go home, and I'd be like, "It's my birthday," and
Yeah.
all my friends are gone.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
never have a birthday party because everybody was like off in a different area with their families or whatever.
That in having a birthday in June made it difficult to coordinate parties sometimes
right.
because you're not in school anymore.
Right.
Mhm.
And I mean,
People could be in
phones
Tijuana.
were different when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So you had to have everybody's phone number and call them and coordinate them. Like mass
I
text it
actually
now, just
hung
Yeah.
out with Jared and Jason for the first time at James's birthday last year.
Yeah,
We played laser tag.
we sure did.
And I was like coordinating it, making like this big surprise thing. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to invite these guys from Denver who he likes, but I don't know them. So I was like sneakily getting your numbers from other people. And I remember Jared being like, oh, well, I don't know if I can come because my wife is busy and I've got the kids. And I was about to be like, oh, dang. And then I was like, wait a minute, we're going to an arcade. I'm not going to be like, no, kids, you can't come.
that was fun.
Jared's kids came. They kicked our butts at laser tag.
We dominated those 15-year-olds too.
Yeah.
And
killed
You
them.
did.
speaking of dominating, no.
Well, I was going to say,
Oh,
really,
no.
I guess when we're talking about gifts, the greatest gift that I could ask for is this combat to kill all of your
Oh,
characters.
no.
Wait, wait, can I ask Trent one quick
Oh, yeah,
question?
sure.
Merry
yeah.
Do
Christmas,
you
bro.
eat birthday cake on Christmas?
So I've always been a little bit weird about this too.
Okay.
I was probably a real pain in the butt for my mom, my parents, that like I never really wanted like a traditional birthday cake.
Okay.
I would always be like, I want a blueberry pie.
I do strawberry rhubarb pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's way
Pie
better.
is really good.
Totally.
I used to do blueberry yogurt pie.
Yeah.
It's really
Yogurt
good.
pie.
Yeah, it's frozen.
Do you? Okay, I was like, do you
No.
bake the yogurt?
No, it's,
Ew.
it's a frozen pie. It's so good.
I
Sorry.
like my milk baked.
It's called cheese.
Chocolate cake or bust.
Okay.
I thought we were
I
talking
think the
about
greatest
yogurt.
gift is the gift of imagination.
Oh.
Well, let's imagine, if you will.
Let's imagine how much this is actually going to suck, because
Yeah.
it will.
Let's imagine how when you went to the different corners of the room, when we sent Val and Dro to go check out these runes, and you're like,
We sent?
Let's immediately touch them.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
what's the worst that could happen?
Apparently getting literally stabbed in the back.
So I believe, because we listened to the last episode to prep for this one, 3 Grim Reapers appear. I wish I had art for you, but I don't. So
I think
We can all imagine what
yeah,
a
you can
conjure
imagine
an
a Grim
image of a
Reaper?
Grim Reaper.
So one's going to appear near one of the reflective panels in the center of the room, and then 2 others appear, each behind, one behind Val
Oh, shit.
to the north, and one behind Drosharis.
Also,
to
you said they're
the
coming back
south.
from behind us.
Yeah, they sort of appear.
I just love that, like, Val and Dro, like, don't notice, don't know. And Watson and
Yeah.
Fox are like, oh, God.
I'm just like scratching my chin, like, what do you think this does?
Like, should we tell him?
Oh, God.
Wait, one's attacking me?
Yeah, it seems like we all got GM'd.
No,
Dang.
you're there on the east side of the hole with Watson. No one's over there.
Oh, that's me?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's you.
That's you.
So just
Hat
hold
guy
Watson
is
up in
Dro.
front of you.
I just don't know my mini. No big deal.
It's all theater of the mind.
Fox, help me.
So
You're not even in any danger right now.
I'm in extreme danger.
It's really scary.
They all gonna get
dangerous.
some extra attacks on us.
So we're going to do some initiative rolls, and we're going to do some reactions that they appear for you triggering there. So,
Poop.
you know what? I do want to put some agency back to all of you, the players. Would you like to take the hits and then roll initiative, or roll initiative and then take the hits?
Take the hits and roll.
Take the hits.
All right, so let's start
Get
with
it over with.
Let's start with Val, because you're who I thought of first. So you are going to be flat-footed to this. So it's going to be a -2 to your AC.
Oh, God.
That seems really rude.
It's not great. I'm going to be completely honest. So steps out. This scythe just scythes out at you. Let's see. Actually, I don't know. They're not hidden. You're not going to be flat-footed to it because they weren't. explicitly hidden; they're just appearing. So I feel like their appearance would startle you.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be like a surprise attack?
That's not a thing anymore.
Well,
Rogues,
that's why I said like I
Yeah.
don't know what it is now.
Jason,
rogues.
just let us have it.
Well, so we've got that for you. Rogues expressly have an ability that if they attack before someone is gone on a turn, they are flat-footed to
Yeah.
it. And of course, like if something would have been, these will not be rolling, for example, stealth as initiative.
Yeah.
So I think that they're like in the
Okay.
appearance would give either of you trained adventurers enough time to realize something's behind you. You're caught off guard, but you're not flat-footed to
Yeah.
it.
This is actually like a horror movie.
100%. This whole book is. So it's going to step out. I got a nice little bonus on my attack here with this scythe. Ooh, okay. How do you feel about a 34 to hit?
That's a miss.
I rolled really badly.
Good.
Whoop, whoop.
So scythe arcs out at you. Jason, same thing coming in. Drosharis. That's a better roll. How do you feel about 43 to hit?
That's it.
Is it a crit?
It most certainly is not even
Yeah,
close.
I was just hoping. All right, so you're going to take some damage. I don't know if damage type matters for you much. Is there any type of damage I should separate out, or is it just all
I have
coming in at
some resistances to certain things.
this is coming in as slashing and negative. Anything that needs to be separated out for
No.
that? Okay, so you're going to take, that'll be math o'clock. So that'll be 37 points of slashing damage and 2 points of negative damage.
So they're hitting.
39.
Are they hitting with scythes?
Yes.
Oh, that is so
Oh.
dangerous for us.
Trent's been doing some research on weapon types.
They have the deadly trait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super.
At least it's
trip,
not
and trip
fatal.
as well.
Yes.
It's got lots of fun stuff going.
We're so mad at you right now.
And the reason I'm trying to get the surprise action is so we can get our backups in here and like really
I
mess
told
these
you I
things up.
didn't make one.
All right, so let's go around and roll initiative. I've already pre-rolled initiative for my creatures.
We're just going to do this the whole time. Oh, we're all rolling initiative? Okay.
Yes. I mean, you can choose not to, but then I will make you flat-footed.
Okay, as part of rolling initiative, Val is going to do Into the Fray and drop both her weapons for free.
Dang.
Nice.
All right. Go full Call of Duty. Bring out the knife and pistol. I know I've made that joke before on the podcast, but I just still remember back. Was it, I think like Modern Warfare 2, when if you had the right perk, you could stab like 20 feet with the melee weapon you lunged.
What, really?
It was way too long. All right. So everyone feel good about initiative? Let's start with Trent. Trent, what's your initiative?
Watson's initiative is 42.
Oh, what's your
Whoa.
bonus?
Plus 27.
That's pretty good, but
I
is
rolled
it
decently.
good enough? I always forget where initiative goes on these creatures until like it's way too late. 27 is your initiative? Plus 27, you mean?
42
Yeah. What's your bonus though?
plus 27.
27. Okay, so you're after this creature. Jane, what do you have?
Also 42, and my bonus is plus 26.
Oh, well, that's nice and easy for me. Dro, what's your initiative?
44.
Oh, okay. Uncontested. And Jared, what does Fox have?
38.
All right. Get to round out the order here. Okay, so these creatures, these Grim Reapers, if you will, Grim Reaper 1, Grim Reaper 2, and Grim Reaper 3, as they're known to their friends and family.
Oh, are they so grim? Are they sad?
Watson's just like, oh, hello. Are you sad?
Oh, have you come to help us destroy the runes?
Good reinforcements.
So number 3, which is the one on the southern end of this room. And you know what? Let's take a second to re-talk about this room. Let's set the scene again. I know it's been a week for all of you week-to-week listeners, but it's worth chatting about this. So this is sort of an hourglass-shaped room. And at the center of it, there's this wrought iron railing that surrounds a 10-foot square hole. And if you were to look over that railing down into the ballroom below, you'd see the final blade, Silent Lenore. And there are the 3 runes we talked about, 2 in the northern corners of the hourglass and 1 in sort of the southern center of the hourglass shape. And they're all shining lights through these sort of planes of force that is redirecting it down onto the blade. The rest of the room, think very like, imagine 3 Musketeers, sort of French styles, little bits of artwork on the wall. Jane, I'm not good at this stuff. What are my terms to describe a French-looking interior building?
Ooh, maybe we've got some quatrefoils going on, a little bit of Rococo design themes, possibly some Art Nouveau, which means things that look kind of like botanical and twisty.
So it's all that. It's used to be a monastery, but these interior rooms are much more like panel, a little bit of woodworking.
Can we just do this for the whole time instead? Can I talk about like what all the buildings look
Film
like?
and art. We'll just talk about those things.
It's our spin-off podcast. Remember, we've got two. We've got the Gods of Galarian. We've got three now. Gods of Galarian and the dramas they bring. We have the Galarian Conspiracy Theory podcast, and then we'll do a Galarian art review.
Yeah.
Which I got to say, before we go too far aside, I keep talking about how much I like the Paizo products. Not just because I like the books and the world and the like APs and adventures that they write, but I think I've talked with a couple of you about the like Traveler's Guide, the Galarian Traveler's Guide, which has whole sections talking about the different art styles of the different countries, the food that's common, even the artists and art movements that are popular in the world at this point. Such an awesome freaking book.
Traveler's Guide in first edition was cool too.
Yeah,
It was a great book.
They just have such an amazing group of writers and editors, whether it's the freelance or the ones there. I just absolutely adore those.
Jane's eyes are glossing over right now.
She fell asleep from
She's just
malnutrition.
Sleeping with my eyes open.
Just imagining food. All right, so the one to the south is that appeared behind Drosharis. Now it's its turn. And it's sort of mistly form. You can see like the almost skeletal visage of it beneath this hooded black robe and cloak. The scythe is there again, and it's just going to whoosh, 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 just like a kid playing at it, like just sweep the scythe
You
back.
did that 4
and
times.
forth. I did.
That seems
I don't
bad.
like that.
That's not. That sounds
Not
like
ideal.
haste.
Maybe it was a slip up on my part.
I doubt
Maybe
it.
it was something else. But it's going to lash out with you with this scythe at you. That's not a great roll on my part. How do we feel about a 36 to hit?
Nah.
No? Okay.
Okay.
Second attack. Ooh, I like this a little bit more. How about a 40 to hit?
That hits.
I was really happy. 40 to hit on the second attack.
Oh no.
Okay, so we got some rolls going on here. So once again, should I split up slashing and negative or just give it to you total?
Just give it to me total.
Okay.
You can do it for flavor's sake and tell me like.
No, because the negative is relatively small, but it is interesting that like as this scythe hits into you, it feels unbelievably sharp. Even as it touches, you can feel this. I like to imagine that negative damage feels both a little bit like when you ever had like a really bad cut and when it's kind of infected and it feels hot and you feel kind of cold? That's what I sort of imagine negative damage feels like. Like it's almost a little.
That sounds bad.
Yeah,
When did
it's
that
not
happen
good.
to you?
That sounds like a serious infection.
You should get that looked at.
Well, I didn't, but it's gone now, so it's not a problem. So it's going to be, again, 39 points of damage as it slices into you. Action 3, attack number 3, coming in at you here. 26 to hit?
Can you critically fail by rolling 10 under?
You can. It won't trigger like a card,
Yeah.
but if there's abilities that trigger on critical failures, yes, it's the same thing for going 10 under. So
I
is
don't
that a
think-
crit miss?
It's a crit miss, but I don't think I have anything that triggers
Many
that.
players don't have it. One kind of cool update from first edition to second edition is the really common wizard spell Mirror Image.
Yeah.
And what happens with Mirror Image that's kind of interesting now is if you attack someone and you miss, you'll actually still take out a mirror image unless it's a crit miss, in which case you won't take out an image.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I
'cause-
thought that Drosharis had that thing where if they crit miss, then the creature automatically dies, right?
Yeah, that thing.
We
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
That's what it
Oh,
was.
right. They
Yeah.
all die.
They all
That's
die.
what
is
it
that
is.
a
Yeah.
is that a third party
It's definitely
product?
third party.
Is that a part of the new Pathfinder Infinite? What's their new third party market? Is it like Pathfinder Infinite or something?
Infinite, yeah.
Yeah, is that a Pathfinder Infinite feat, Jason?
I was hoping you guys wouldn't find out.
Look, it's fine if you use those. You just have to run them by me. There's a lot of great creators out there, but that
sure
one
that's-
seems a little unbalanced.
That's his free archetype, actually.
Yeah.
called
Automatic
winning.
death
It's called Death
for
Killer.
bad guys. Yeah.
and it's now going to take a fourth action
Jesus.
to attack you again.
Super.
Okay, that's a far better roll. 39 to hit.
Miggity miss.
Nice.
All right, that's its turn. So, Drosharis, now it's your turn.
Drosharis is not pleased with himself or that Grim Reaper standing behind him.
Yeah, of course.
So he's going to turn around and try to punch this thing with his gauntlet, which he has not used
Oh,
very
now,
often.
before you roll this, I'm not going to tell you why, but I'd like you to roll your attack twice and take the lower result.
Because this is some bullshit. That's why.
Oh no.
Also, for listeners, one thing that cracks me up is we record several sessions at a time, sometimes just for, commuting and all that. And last time we recorded, Jason got so upset he frisbeed his dice tray across the room. So he has now been reunited with his dice tray that he left here
Also,
last time.
let me just say this is not going to be a problem for me because both my rolls will be so bad that it won't matter anyway. So you know what? I am immune.
For every natural 20, you'll roll the natural one. So
Oh my God.
All right,
How's a
so,
39?
A 39. Oh, I'm sorry. That's
Yeah.
a hit.
It is a hit.
Just
Yeah.
barely.
That's right, bitches.
39 hit. Okay.
All
Gonna
right.
try
not
and
too bad.
zero
That's
this
okay.
AC.
So-
I'm going to guess 38. 24 points of damage by
What?
punching it right in the face.
Oh, wow.
And it
24 points
also
Okay.
does... Oh, sorry, an extra D6
Oh, of course.
because it's undead, and I have this cool thing.
Now read that to me because this is
Is it
important.
undead?
It is a disrupting.
Now read that.
Yep,
Read disrupting for me.
I will.
So
A disrupting weapon pulses with positive energy, dealing an extra 1d6 damage to undead. On a critical hit, the undead is enfeebled 1 until the next turn.
so does positive damage.
Yes.
Doesn't hurt it.
Uh-oh.
Only for the extra.
Sure.
Yeah,
Be
so
positive,
the original hit.
So 22 was it? I forgot.
20.
That's probably 2 damage,
24.
right? 2 damage?
Yeah.
All right, 24 points. You do land a blow, but even as you can, like, it's almost like you can feel, you have the yips.
Yeah.
Like, you're going for it, and you're like, is this the right hit? And you think about it for a second, but you still land just like the sucker punch right in this thing's face.
Nice.
But just the hollow skull eyes stare at you, and you can feel dread. You have 2 more actions. What do you do?
I'm going to swing with my sword next.
So, yeah, are you going to take the quick draw strike to
Yeah,
draw
quick
it
draw
essentially?
strike and swing, yeah.
Yep.
So basically, punches it as he's pulling the sword off his back to swing on the next action.
You going 1 or 2 hands on this thing?
I'm going to go... You know what? Thanks for reminding me. I'm going to go 2-handers.
I'm here to help.
Yeah.
Also, I think some of you have patches, hero patches from the last time, so don't forget about those.
Yes.
A couple of you do.
I'm patched out.
How's a 40?
That is also going to hit. You're still rolling twice, taking the worst.
Still rolling twice. I rolled really good on both of those this time.
Nice. Are you the anti-Jane for luck?
Well, I mean, it's really hard for fighters to like miss a lot.
You got
we got to
bonuses.
roll pretty low. That's another 22.
All right.
Oh, wait, sorry. Let me re-roll that because it's two-handed.
Oh, yeah. Higher
My
damage
bad.
dice. That's fine. What do you got coming? Everyone else, how are you feeling about rolling twice and taking the worst hit?
Don't like it.
You know what? I
Not
actually
great.
think that Val is kind of well set up for this because of the stratagem.
Yeah,
Because
you-
I'll see
Yeah,
what the
that's true.
result is and I can just choose to do something different.
You do have a lot of like randomness mitigation. That's
Yeah.
kind of a cool thought for it. Which is the damage this time?
Literally the same.
24
Yeah.
for 2?
24.
Okay. All right. Well, at least that's easy math for me. All right, Dro, you've got 1 action left
Miss.
as you're attempting to just beat the shit out of a Grim Reaper.
Yeah, 31's a miss.
That is, in fact, a miss. It's now Grim Reaper 1, which is the one to, I think this is going to be the one across from, I should have done that, but I didn't. Oh, well.
Is
I'll
the
live.
Grim Reaper their name?
No, I'm calling them that because I don't want to talk about what the actual creature name is. They just look like Grim Reapers.
Didn't Jason, you say that you kind of ran across something that has to do with this creature and you didn't read it because you're an upstanding player, but it was titled something like Stupid Unfair Monster?
Stupid Unfair Monster. Yeah, it was in another adventure path where one of them showed up, and Reddit does not like this monster being in this campaign.
It's a good thing we're fighting 3 of them.
Yeah.
Probably
Mhm.
fine.
So this one it's on the western side of this like rail hole in the floor. It looks down over the ballroom. It's going to fly up and hover right at 10 feet up in the air, 10 feet away from both Fox and Watson. So it will not get close enough to trigger an AOO for advancing. Jared?
For
Okay.
the audience, Trent's face looks like, I don't know, he just got
Perfect.
tased.
I don't like that at all.
So we're going to start off with some big arcing swings. It doesn't have the sweep trait, which I feel a little sad about. So we're going to truck that first attack over at Fox. Fox, how do you feel about a 42 to hit?
Hit.
All right, got some damage. I preset a lot of these dice out to make it easier for myself. And that's going to be...
I have negative damage resistance 5.
Okay, so the negative does not come through at all,
Okay.
and you will just take 29. Did I do that math right? Let me double check. We're so bad at the math part.
Yeah.
30 points of damage.
30?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. For all 6 listeners, you know how bad we are at math.
I try to edit some of the longer pauses down, but as long as someone vamps, I leave it. But because then the mystery there is that maybe they got the math done, but they're just waiting for Trent's really funny bit to wrap up.
It could be.
All right. Watson, second attack's coming in at you. That's not a great roll on my part. 35 to hit.
That's a miss.
Nice.
Did you say my fart?
I think you did.
That's
I
not a
said
great
my
roll on
part.
my fart.
But
Jason and I just like made eye contact across the table, like,
Trust me, my farts roll 20s every time.
I believe that.
They are critical hits.
We had to say something, Jane.
We
just
had
Their
to.
incapacitation effect.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a real deep nerdy cut. All right.
It's, what's the cloud kill?
okay.
Cloud Kill came up at our in our other game the other night. I'll have to tell that story some other time, but shout out again to Rory's Wizard. One of
Rory
my
comes up
favorite-
like every game because he's just always doing the smartest stuff in your other game. We're always like, oh, Rory.
This wasn't actually. This is great. It was just a joke thing because they're on this they're in this evil, kind of evil city. They're on this old half-abandoned college campus where a bunch of slavers have taken up residence in an abandoned alchemist tower on campus. And they finish up the last fight. We're about to wrap the session up, and someone notes hey, we're only 20 XP away from leveling. And Rory's like, hold on, I've got 3 castings of Cloud Kill and Featherfall. I'm just going to jump out of the tower. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Let's level us up.
It's like it's 4 a.m. I can go in. People are asleep. That's an instant crit. I can kill a whole bunch of people, and then we're all there.
Then we can go take the boss on a level higher. We'll be fine. He obviously didn't, but really high quality joke. So coming in at you again, Jared, as or Fox. That's going to be 36 to hit.
Yes.
And final attack number. Oh, I moved. So that's move and 3 attacks. That's its whole turn. I forgot to do some cool things on my turn, which I'm bummed about. But
He doesn't
now
have
it's
4
Watson's
actions?
turn. He moved and then attacked 3 times.
Oh, it moved and attacked 3 times.
Or it did. I really don't feel comfortable gendering death.
Like I said, I don't know math, so.
Yeah. 4, isn't that number sort of 5? But also 2. Trent, it's Watson's turn. There's a big Grim Reaper hovering right there.
Watson definitely doesn't like things flying.
Sure.
And, he has some new spells that
Aren't
he
you
might...
friends with birds?
Yeah, what?
He
Tell
doesn't
that
like...
to the birds.
That's true. He doesn't like enemies flying.
A giant flock of birds is going to come in and start pecking Watson to death. We thought we were friends.
said you loved us.
He had an arrangement.
He has some new spells that he's wanted to try out. He's like, I think I remember how this works. Okay, here we go.
Wait, really quick. Are you still a dragon or did you go back to regular
No, he's
Watson?
back to normal form, yeah. He's going with all 3 actions to cast Storm of Vengeance.
Ooh.
Okay, so when you first start doing that,
Yes.
Oh, man.
this creature in
Okay.
front of you is going to use a teleportation reaction.
Is this transposition, the
Whoa.
transposition spell?
And he appears immediately behind you
Okay.
and is going to attack. And here's the deal with this. If this strike, so normally an attack of opportunity, if you critically hit, disrupts the action, right? If this attack hits at all, it will disrupt your action.
Is this a reaction?
Yes, it is.
I have steady spell casting.
Oh.
I have steady
Excuse me, I have steady spell casting.
If a reaction would disrupt your spell casting,
Oh shit.
this can be avoided with a DC 15 flat check.
Boom!
High level play, man.
Get him.
So that's not a great bonus, but it's still something.
Yeah,
And
15's hard.
Yeah, I still have to roll to hit though. So it teleports whoosh, behind you and the scythe just comes out of it. We've talked a lot about Nightcrawler is, I think, a reoccurring character on our show. But I like the idea that it's that same sort of even X2 style BAMF that leaves a little smoke in the air. Because I sort of imagine that this is almost collapsing and expanding out of it. So it's as this dark cloud expands behind you, the scythe is almost the first thing to cut out of it as this Reaper just fades into existence behind you. Takes a swing.
I get an attack of opportunity?
No, because it teleported.
Okay.
And it didn't
Just
have...
checking.
The only trait this has is the teleportation trait in terms of its movement.
Okay.
Ooh, you might be okay, Trent. I'm rolling Jane rolls over here.
Dang.
Ouch.
Okay, blame it
said
on
it.
yourself.
Does a 36 hit?
Miss.
No, it's a 35 even.
What?
So you don't even have to use steady spellcasting. You're going to get the spell off.
Wait, why did you go behind me? Is he still hovering?
Yes, they're technically all flying, like just a foot above the ground.
Okay, now comes some fun stuff.
Trent, would you like to just read the spell for us?
I would love to read this spell for
Read
us.
the
do.
spell.
Storm
the
of
spell.
Vengeance is
Ooh.
a 3 action cast,
I would have loved to disrupt that whole thing.
range 800 feet,
Oh my
Jesus.
gosh.
area
Sure.
360 foot burst, sustained for a minute, and it's really long, so I'm not going to like read the whole thing.
Okay.
But a massive storm cloud forms in the air. Beneath it, rain begins to fall, and gales impose a -4 circumstance penalty to physical ranged attacks and weapon ranged attacks, and the air in the area becomes greater difficult terrain for flying creatures. When you cast this, and the first time each round you sustain the spell, you can choose a storm effect. You can't choose the same effect twice in a row.
So what are you picking this first time? Or is it when you sustain it does that?
No, whenever you first cast
Okay.
and when you sustain.
So I'd also like to take this second. Like, can we do a quick a jump cut?
Oh, yeah.
There's just people down in the ballroom
Yeah.
dancing, musicians playing, and all of a sudden, like a storm cloud just rolls out over the ceiling of the ballroom, and rain starts coming down on this gothic affair and party.
Definitely starts pouring through this hole in the roof onto
And we're yelling like,
Silent
if
Lenore.
there are any superheroes down there, please come upstairs and help us.
And I think we've talked about this, and actually Jason's even reading it now, which I'm so excited about. But one of the things I like, they talk sometimes in like Perdido Street Station, one of my favorite books, about how like some parts of the government's rule are so pervasively present that people just don't question some things because they don't know who around them might report on them or be a part of it. And they talk a lot about this in this book too, that like no one knows who gardeners are. And so I think there's this idea that like this storm cloud, you can just see the bottom of it sort of almost video game style clipping through the ceiling of the ballroom. And everyone's just like, act like it's fine. I'm sure don't act weird. We don't want to be executed.
Yeah.
Right.
It's an awful place to live.
As this forms, the first thing that we're going to use is hail. The storm
yes.
deals 4d10 bludgeoning damage to creatures beneath it with a basic fortitude save.
All creatures?
Does not say all creatures. It says damage to creatures beneath it.
I think you're all
It doesn't say
beneath it.
each creature.
I think you're
other
hitting your
ones do.
allies. You're all beneath a storm cloud. It's a 30-foot burst.
Fine. It is a 360-foot burst. It is the entire room.
It's the entire building.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're going to cause so much property damage.
Oh no. Sorry.
That seems weird that they would have such a high level spell that also kills your allies.
I would argue that
Sure.
that this one does not, because other ones specifically say each creature, and this just says 2 creatures beneath it.
Also,
All right.
it's not real hail. It's magical hail that he's making, and so you would think that he could be able to control who it hits.
All right, I'll give it to you. And this should be a sign of how difficult this fight's going to be otherwise, that I'm going to let this one slide.
I will say also, the other ones also say creatures of your choice, targeting creatures of your choice. This just says damage to creatures beneath it.
Oh, yeah, you gave me too much. That's all creatures.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not targeting creatures of your choice. It's
Fair.
creatures.
well, I was going to say
Killing
how
guests.
benevolent of you, but I'll just
We're
think
mad
of
at you
something
again.
else to
We'll take it
say.
Bye.
So basic fortitude saves for everybody.
Yeah, let's go around the room. Let's
Watson, if you kill me again,
I think if you look in Watson's eyes right now, his eyes are just glowing white.
What's the DC on this, Trent? Just so I can do some quick calls on my side.
Oh god, it doesn't actually say here.
No, it'll just be your standard
Yeah.
spellcaster DC, which I know we've talked about before as being most spells have it been printed in. But
39.
okay, so we've got a fail on the one down to the south near him. 39. That's a success. but
Am I
not a
just
crit
bludgeoning
success.
myself with my own hail?
Mhm.
Yeah. So we've got here's the deal. The one near Drosharis fails. The one near you succeeds. The one near Val fails. And keep in mind, any of you who have, I think it's Juggernaut for Fortitude, if
Yep.
you succeed, it counts as a crit success.
Well, I failed, so.
Val fails as well.
Oh, fun.
Watson fails. His own spell.
I really appreciate that Trent's all about the even playing field. Jason, how'd you do?
I failed.
Wow. So the only person who succeeded was one of mine?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This is a good day for me.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, shit. That's
I
not
rolled
good.
a 4.
Oh, actually, sorry. All of you should be rolling twice and picking the lower, but you might crit fail. So yeah, go ahead and roll again.
Oh, goodness.
I don't think, well, I guess you can roll
Did
one.
not roll lower, so bleh.
I rolled a 4.
Nice. So no
I
change.
rolled lower, but it's not a crit fail.
Awesome. Yeah, basically, anytime you roll a d20 when you're near one of these, roll twice, take the lower.
Well, poop.
I was 1 point away from rolling a crit fail.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So how much damage we talking here?
This is going to be, see, it is 4d10,
It's not too bad.
Could be.
18 damage.
Oh, see, that seems very reasonable. Thank you, Trenton, for your reasonableness.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so that's your whole turn, which is nice and simple. Val, it's your turn.
A
What are you
little
gonna
off
do?
topic, but I have a question. You said the building is just like a big stone building, right?
A little brutalist, even.
Okay, cool. Cool. So Val is cornered right here by this guy.
Sure.
We already know they have attack of opportunity. I'm not loving that.
They don't have attack of opportunity. They have something else.
That's what you just said happened. Okay, regardless. Val does not love being cornered by this jerk.
Sure.
And
Nobody puts Val in the corner.
she kind of like looks to her left, looks to her right. She's in the corner up against this stone wall.
That's Val in the corner.
That's Val in the corner up against this stone wall.
Val in the spotlight.
Can I finish my thing?
Wait, is this making you lose your religion?
When you're ready, I'll
Go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, she's standing in the corner and her cloak kind of starts to sparkle,
Sure.
Ooh.
wave in the air, and she just pops out into the wall.
So now,
Oh, whoa.
activating that cloak,
Yes,
what is that? What kind of action is that?
I hate this combat.
I know. It's just an interact, so it's one action.
It's an interact action.
Yes.
Doesn't the interact action include the manipulate trait?
It
Yeah.
does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's going to attempt to interrupt.
Okay.
It's going to and just sort of like teleports a foot to the left, like 5 feet to the west, and it's going to slash at you.
Okay.
And if it hits at all, it disrupts this action.
Okay.
Sounds like an attack of opportunity.
It's very similar, except attacks opportunity only disrupt on a crit, and this also includes a teleport of a certain range.
Super.
It's going to be a 5-episode fight.
Do people get divorces for playing in their spouse's game?
Oh, I'm sure if you got on the Reddit boards,
I'm
there's
certain
probably
it's
some
happened.
divorces.
Does a 44 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so
Oof.
you do not get to activate your item.
That was like the only time it was ever useful. I have an earthglide cloak. I could walk through the wall.
Yeah,
So now here's the
Earthglade's
thing.
cool.
I feel like, unlike a spell which you start casting it and it gets disrupted and lost, I don't think you've acted. You just fail to activate the item, so it doesn't use its use per day. That's my interpretation of disrupting the
I
activation.
can use it more than once per day. So
Well, regardless,
Cool.
this doesn't interrupt that. Do you have any resistances to like slashing or negative damage? Or should I just give you the whole number?
no.
You know what? Hey, I just wanted to ask for simplicity's sake. So that's going to be 27. Okay, that's going to be a lot of damage. It's going to be 44 points of damage.
Dang.
So
Yikes.
it just slices through you. That same sort of infected feeling in the slice.
Gross.
You still have 2 actions left.
Yeah. Okay, she's gonna devise the stratagem.
Okay.
Make that
Who are you
roll.
devising a stratagem against?
This creepy Grim Reaper guy.
The one right next to you?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will indeed use that roll because it was pretty good. I'll have you know it does happen.
You have to roll twice and pick the lowest.
God, I hate this game. I'm leaving.
Maybe the second roll will be even better.
No, it's not. It's a 3. The first one was an 18, and this one's a 3. And I
Sure.
would like Val jumps down the hole into the guillotine.
Just neck first, right at the blade.
Try Val.
Pulling the string on the way down.
I would need a roll for that, though.
Okay.
It has an
Yeah, she's
interact
gonna-
action, so attack of opportunity.
Actually, that's manipulating the guillotine.
You do get a recall knowledge with that if you want it.
Yeah, recall knowledge.
Would you like to
Yes,
recall?
I want to recall knowledge.
James, you're not popular today.
No, this is going to be a rough fight.
So
Do you have to
angry.
roll twice
Daddy's
for
an
recalling
asshole.
knowledge?
I think it's the one time Jane's going to be on board with you calling me that.
Yeah.
What's your religion bonus?
Plus 24.
Damn, that's crazy high. Okay, so I don't think you know what these things
I didn't
are.
ask you what they are.
Oh, okay.
Don't you get to recall your own knowledge? Can't I ask whatever I want?
Well, I mean, you don't know anything about them. You
Yeah,
don't
but
learn
like if I
anything.
recall knowledge, can't I like choose what I'm trying to figure out?
If you succeed, but you failed is what I'm saying.
You failed.
Yeah,
Yes.
you rolled.
This is going to be an interesting
I-
episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so you look at it and you feel so overwhelmed by the surprise, by the terror of this, that you're not able to kind of put together what this might
I would just
be.
like to point out that he has literally not let me do a single thing that I have tried to do thus far.
Mm-hmm.
For what
And
it's worth, that's
I'm
just
hungry.
it's just these creatures. It's just like
I know that they're stupid, unfair monsters.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one
Last
action left.
thing.
On deck is me.
Mm-hmm.
How fun.
Yeah, I love it.
And I think it's the one that's by me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to use the Earth Glide cloak again.
You won't be able to move, but it'll be active. How long is it active for?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be able to like move through it.
You just fall through the floor.
No, it's like you can use it, but if you
Uh-huh.
end in stone, it just expels you to the nearest open space, and you take 5 points of damage at the end of your move.
So yeah, you couldn't really do that this turn. With any
Okay, so
actions
can I
left.
just like acrobatics away,
Yeah.
or I guess do you do acrobatics to not have an attack of opportunity taken on you?
No, that's a 1E thing. You can take a 5-foot step to avoid reactions.
But then you
caused
can
by
only go
movement.
5 feet.
Yep, or you can just move. The only thing acrobatics can do for you now is to move through the space an enemy occupies.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to move and take whatever situation because he's about to go anyway. So,
Sure.
all right.
Well, can you activate your cloak again?
It
I
does.
can, but I wouldn't be able to move through the wall because it's like an action to activate it.
Okay, and then an action to move.
Yeah. So you're saying that so I activated it, but I couldn't move.
You didn't activate it.
It was not able to activate.
correct.
You like went to pop your collar and he
He was like,
Cut you.
"Blah."
No,
no
It's not
pop
a-
collars.
So you want to move to the east,
This game is the worst.
or do you want to move like towards the group? Where are you going?
I'm gonna go
To the east.
to the east and kind of also towards the group.
Okay.
I am gonna. I can't do that either. Okay, never mind.
All right. So that's going to make it my turn. And then I think what's going to happen is, yeah, it's my turn. You're looking at me all crazy, Jason.
No, I'm looking around because she walked by that thing and it didn't do anything.
They don't
Yeah.
have a tax opportunity.
Yeah.
Or maybe because it already
Or it used a reaction.
it already used its reaction.
Ding, ding, ding.
Look at me, I'm so good at Pathfinder.
Well, let's keep that in mind.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I was like okay doing it because I was like, can it really interrupt my first thing and then also just like keep doing that every time?
So it's going to be
Maybe
its
it's a
turn.
stupid unfair monster.
Cheesing.
It will
Just maybe.
fly. It will take an action to. It will fly over to Jane towards Val and then down towards the ground. It does take difficult terrain. It'll stay 5 feet away because it can't move as far because of the
It
storm.
is greater difficult terrain. I don't know if that matters.
That does, but it can still move 2 spaces. It'll just move down to the ground so that it's on the ground for the next
So
movements.
should it be one space back?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's 5 feet away from Val's because it's taking advantage of the reach that it has, and it's then going to swing out at Val. Val, how do you feel? Just asking for a friend about a 44 to hit.
That's a hit, but I think you need to roll twice and take the lower result.
It's interesting, but actually I don't.
Well,
Are you
that
sure? Is
It's
it
too
in the
close
aura
to
of
the other one.
Is it? Yeah, is it in the aura of the other one?
yeah.
It is, but there's something that precludes it from being affected by that.
I'm checking these notes after
Yeah,
we
I
die.
think that this is all a lie.
All right, so let's
I
talk.
think James is just tired of playing this game and just trying to end it.
All right, we start Kingmaker later today. All right, so let's talk some
Spoilers, bro.
damage. It's going to be
Spoilers.
36 points of damage as it slices
Foreshadowing.
into you. Look, Kingmaker is the hot shit out there. Everyone in the street's talking about it. It's the best gift you can find under the tree.
Popping in the streets.
300 pages of rules and story.
He's not joking.
And
Yeah,
that's
we-
just
We looked.
and that's just the player's guide.
Yeah.
So Jane's definitely in for that one.
No, I'm never playing this game again.
For everyone else, it's very seldom that people take the stance that Jane's taken about this game. A lot of people have fun.
It's a great game.
I'm not really doing a very good job of marketing.
It's more she's just tired of. Well, I was going to say
I've been
sucking at it,
hungry
but-
for 2 hours.
You could have eaten. There are snacks everywhere. All right, that's 2 actions. Action number 3, going to swing at you again. How about a 30 to hit?
That's a miss.
Nice. And action number 4. That's going to be a miss too.
Haha.
Oh, actually, I did that last math wrong.
Actually, that's a plus 40.
Does a 34 hit?
No.
Okay, so we're still good.
Go
Nice.
home,
The
you
dice
stupid
gods.
Grim Reaper.
The dice gods are fair. Fox, it's your turn.
Yes, I've been waiting for this. Fox.
Fox,
on.
do something.
Okay.
And just for simplicity, and for those of you listening, due to turn actions right now, 2 of these Grim Reapers have the reactions either available because they haven't used them or recharged because they just acted.
Okay.
Fox is going to use a focus point and cast Hasted Assault.
Ooh, what does that do? For
Gives
all of
him
our
an
listeners at home.
extra strike, a 4th action that can be used to strike.
It's like a limited haste.
Mhm.
Limited haste.
That's pretty
yes.
dope.
He's going to use the Arcane Cascade.
Wait, so is casting that an action? What kind of action is it?
I'm sure it's a focus spell.
Well, but a lot of one-action casts are verbal only, which don't
Somatic.
have. Somatic does have, I believe, manipulate.
But that one used its thingy thing, right?
There's 2 that have it. There's 2 that have it available.
Well,
So-
what? Oh,
So the one up near
didn't
Jane,
the one that attacked Watson try to interrupt his spell?
but they can teleport.
Oh, okay.
So the one up near Val will appear right behind you, Fox, and strike out, attempting to interrupt that casting.
Okay,
They can do it from across the room.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
Do you understand that Reddit thread you didn't look at now, Jason?
Fucking shit.
I imagine they can only do this so many times because that's like a spell, I assume.
According
That's a reaction.
Oh, It's a
how
reaction.
far it's gone.
God.
That's
we
so
gonna die.
stupid.
Yeah,
Uh,
stupid
all
So
monster.
he's
right.
gonna miss.
So this is a
Thanks, Jason Bowman.
42 to hit.
Okay, it hits.
So it will disrupt your spell.
Joke's on you. I was trying to get the extra action so that I can go fight that one anyway. So it came to me.
So that was a beautiful fake out. All it
You're not
costs-
locked. I'm not locked in here with you.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
And I will say that, like, you did have to pay hit points to make that happen.
That's true.
You sounded like a video game character when you just
not
said
for
that.
me.
But not for me.
That feels like a Nathan for you bit.
It is a video on the internet.
Yeah.
So 5 negative damage, which you resist,
Okay.
and then some really low rolls over
Perfect.
here is going to come out to 22 points of damage outside of the negative that you resist.
I'd like to say worth it, but it's really not.
I mean, triggering the reaction for the turn onto you, someone who has some HP, I don't know. That's a decision to make. It's
Yeah.
giving me flashbacks to Trent and I spending 3 weeks trying to beat the first boss in Elden Ring together on
Yep.
my game. Just Trent, take all the hits so that I can hit him.
This is definitely Elden Ring situation.
Oh, for sure.
All right, you got 2 actions left here, Jared. What's it going to be?
I think I'm going to. So I don't get the Arcade Cascade. That extra damage is probably not worth it. I guess I'm going to attack
Okay,
with the halberd.
sure. Whip the halberd over at this Grim Reaper. Pole
Trying to get
arms.
the thing up.
2 can play at that game.
All right. Let's go.
Got this.
That's a too low. I rolled a 2.
It's probably a miss, but I don't know. What do you got? Tell me.
That's a great question. It is a
Up
33.
Yeah, that is a miss. Okay, Fox,
me.
you've got 1 action left. Up on deck is me, and then Jason, it's you.
I'll try attacking again.
Okay.
Another 2.
All right. Well, that's a really good day for me.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough out here.
It's not awesome. So let's go down to the southern end of this hourglass room, moving around. I have to mention that the floor on this, and Jane, once again, I might need some terminology here. What's it called when you have the wood floor where like it's not just all in a line, they're like a zigzag pattern of like wood planks laid out?
A pattern.
Oh, well, there you go. So it's like I can just kind of see it like that, like the nice polished floors. The camera pans over. There's still the ballroom music coming up from below, but all of you are fighting against what appear to be just images of death itself. It's coming back over to you, Jason. This scythe just coming back at you. I'm going to keep rolling this die because I like it and it's been fun. How about a 42 to hit? All right, let's talk about some damage. You don't have any resistances that I need to worry about, which makes this easier for me. So that's going to be 37, 42 points.
Jesus.
No, wait, I'm doing math wrong. 32 points of damage.
That's much better. Not great, but better.
Second attack coming in hot. I think it's probably going to be a miss on this one at a 38.
Nope.
Third attack, 38 again.
Nope.
I'm going to have to roll natural 20 on the last one, but let's see if it still works.
God.
Is a 44 normally a hit?
Mm-hmm.
So it is in fact a crit.
Oh,
yeah, and this is what
no.
Trent
You're
was
kidding.
worried about.
This is so dangerous.
Now, at least it's not
Yeah.
fatal. It doesn't upgrade all the dice. It just adds additional ones. So let's go ahead and roll a little bit of damage. And let's do some math. Wow, on the bright side, this math is easy because it's so fucking low. It's going to be 22. And then, it's 22 doubled is 44. And then, yeah, okay. So that could be a lot worse. That's going to be 49 points of damage on the crit. I rolled horribly.
How many?
49 on the crit.
I rolled horribly. I'm
Uh,
gonna leave.
I'm really glad that somebody else is as angry as I am.
I am fucked up.
Okay.
Same.
Crap.
Yeah, we're all a little fucked up, I think.
But on the bright side, it is your turn now, Jason.
Yeah. Okay.
That would have been a good cliffhanger, but I'm not going to end an episode this short. It's the holiday season.
It's the holidays.
Merry Christmas, bitches. All right.
All
This
your
doesn't
beloved
feel like
characters are going to
Christmas.
die.
This
is the destruction of Christmas,
It's the
for
ghost
sure.
of Christmas. What is it? Future?
Yeah, that's
Like the
terrifying.
really scary one.
Yeah,
I watched my Muppets Christmas Carol.
it's a solid one.
The Muppet movies are just great.
Of
My
course.
first swing misses.
Oh, nice. Big fan. What do you got coming in? Bastard sword. This like damn fear fighting against death. Not the first time you fought death,
Mm.
but
Nice.
this time you might lose.
Mm.
Is this is gonna miss 39?
That's a hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's it. 39.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I
No,
think
that's
so.
what your first one was too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
was it?
Well, you
Okay.
at least know that a 39 is a hit.
Yeah.
You've confirmed that now.
So this last hit I
Sure.
have is a 2 action. It's called
Okay.
positioning assault.
Ooh, interesting.
So
Yeah.
with punishing blows, so let me do the damage first and then we'll get to the position part.
Sure. Okay, so you got some stuff going on
Can
here.
I ask a question real
Yeah,
quick?
go for it.
What does using a patch look like in this situation? If
I
you're
would-
having to roll twice, does it change it to a single roll?
Mm.
Yeah, I would basically use D&D 5e rules that it moves it from D&D's disadvantage, if you will, to just a flat roll.
Okay.
Actually,
That's hard because
No.
sometimes you use it retroactively.
Can you
you're
re-roll
right.
the
One
lower
second.
one with a
It
patch?
is retroactive. So here's what I would say. I would say you get to do a whole nother double roll and take the lower of a new double roll.
Yikes.
So like if you rolled a natural 20, you couldn't like use a patch to be like, I want to keep this roll.
No, I think if you rolled whatever the roll is, you pick the lower, and then if you want to patch it, you'd set that aside, roll 2 more dice, take the new lower.
What if it's lower than the original lower?
Then you have that. That's
Well,
always
that
the
seems
fear of a
lame.
patch.
Gross.
Basically, at this point, a patch is a great way to avoid like a natural 1 or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Jason, you're nodding. What's going on?
Oh, I'm just listening. 39 points of damage.
Damn.
Yeah.
Get him.
Okay.
And this Grim Reaper is repositioned 5 feet.
Repositioned.
Repositioned.
Reapers.
Sorry, I was so
Repositioned.
excited for that pun. I actually didn't listen to how much damage you did.
Reposition.
How much was it? 39.
39.
Cool.
And it's moved 5 feet to the west.
Okay. So you move death. Death's moved by you,
The
Jason.
power to move you.
So you slash into it. Now it is the one's turn right behind Watson. And I think
So
it's
many
just
action.
yeah, the
crazy.
action economy is pretty nice. It's also interesting. I'll give you a little glimpse behind the curtain here because this wouldn't affect you too much. When they wield sides, they also treat it as agile, which is kind of fun for me. So reduce
interesting.
penalties on multiple attacks. So let's take a swing. First one is going to be at Watson this time because you just made it hail, and he doesn't like that. Watson, how do you feel asking for me 47 to hit?
And 47 is a hit.
Is it a crit?
It is not a crit.
Bummer.
Good.
Wow. Shit rolls on the shit rolls department. So let's go ahead and do 23. That's going to be 32 points of damage.
Okay.
He's just going to keep laying it out, causing this. Well, I don't know. I feel like you've got someone on you already, Fox. So this one's going to stay on top of you, Watson. Okay. This is a pretty shitty roll, so you might be okay. 33 to hit.
That's a miss.
Third attack. God, dice luck's really coming in for you here. 28 to hit.
That is a critical miss.
And fourth attack.
Actually, no, that's just a miss.
Fourth attack's a natural 20.
That's a miss.
44 is a miss.
No, 44 is definitely a hit.
Yeah, so that's what it would be without the 20. Yeah. So it becomes a crit hit. But I'm rolling okay on that one. 28, 29. Ooh, shit. Okay, so hear me out.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
No.
88 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
We are so sad around this table. I'm looking around and
nobody's having fun.
we talked about like our best episodes are when we're really jazzed up and we're like, fuck.
I know. James was like, the best ones are when you're having fun, so just have fun. Meanwhile, plotting the most unfun game of all time.
Well, Watson, you've got a chance to answer, and all they can do is teleport and instantly cancel your spell.
Do I have a chance to answer? Because I'm not sure that I do.
We'll have to see.
You have a 50-50 chance to answer.
So, yeah. All right. So with the first action, sustain the storm.
It's just a concentrate effect, right?
Yeah.
Now, it can also do this in response to
my
concentrate
God. Oh, wow.
effects.
Okay.
You're
So
kidding me.
The one near Jason is going to
It's like,
teleport.
he looks like he's concentrating.
I see his brow furrowing. So
He's just got a fart. It's not a spell.
You're overreacting.
No, Drosharis, the Grim Reaper near Drosharis is going to right up next to you and going to take a swing in an attempt to
Watson,
disrupt this
you
action.
look like you're in a bad spot.
I am below half health.
And you've got two Grim Reapers around you.
Is anyone above half?
Okay.
Fox, you are?
So
let's see.
41 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, so it disrupts your concentrate.
No, because I get a DC 15 flat check.
Shit.
Yes.
Roll 2 dice, take the lower.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Everything about this makes me so angry.
Well, that's an 11. So
Okay, so you're just good. So disrupts it. Now, to be clear, it's not like you can't concentrate again on it later if you wanted to maintain it.
So I could try and use it again.
Yeah.
I've just wasted the action.
You've
essentially.
lost the action economy. But you also will take damage from being hit. So that's going to be solid. So that's going to be
The problem being that the other one could also do the same thing.
Yep.
But it might free
on the
someone else
bright
up.
side- yeah, but then you've really tanked. Look at everything you're doing for the party.
Mhm.
Think about the party. 40 points of damage on that hit. Really good roll.
Okay.
Got 2 actions left. And let's see, what one was that? I'm tracking who's used reactions. Actually, I think
I'm just laughing because this is so hard.
It is really. I'm like looking at all my things.
Everybody
over and
looks like
over
they're
and
going to
over.
cry.
Yeah.
So
I think next crit I make, we're just going to cliffhanger it right there.
he
Give you all time to eat lunch.
It's
and
not
plot.
a cliffhanger if you tell us about
Yeah,
it.
come on.
But now I'll just be ready to be like, that's going to be halfway through word and be like, see you next time.
he will try to continue it. Again.
All right. So there's only one who hasn't used its reaction left. That's the one behind you.
Mhm.
It's going to disappear and appear in front of you on the other side, on the western side of you. And it's going to attempt to disrupt your concentrate. I think you're okay. 36 to hit.
That's a miss.
Yeah,
So it
good.
Nice.
misses. And I've burned all 3 reactions.
Perfect.
Indeed.
Now.
So now this is Storm of Vengeance again.
Nice.
This time it's going to be lightning. I
Okay.
get to target who
Oh,
I want to hit with this one.
Excellent.
and you pick Val.
All 10 at that.
I'm so not in the mood for this joke right now.
It is 10 bolts of lightning, but no more than 1 bolt can hit any one creature, so
Sure.
it's 3 bolts of lightning.
Sure.
Reflex
Well,
save.
Can hit. Oh, that's clever. Because then you don't have to roll to hit with the disadvantage. Basically, you're forcing me to roll.
Right.
You're just. All
What
right.
if it misses?
That's.
You
Mhm.
get
This is
another
what we
bolt.
gotta
Okay.
do.
You know what?
You know what I mean? So like you target it, it misses. Do you get to target it again?
No,
Burning
no more,
reactions
no
and
more
making
than
him roll.
1 bolt can target any one
Okay.
creature.
But regardless,
worth a shot.
I'm going to hand this patch out here because
Hey.
this is a spell that is essentially, like, I just want to talk through the thinking on this because I think this is kind of cool. This is a big thing I like about 2nd edition Pathfinder is the amount of options. Like, spellcasters shine when they can use different options to pick the right tool for the battlefield at the right time. And right now, Trent is both able to use a spell that doesn't require rolls from him to hit, which he knows he has disadvantage with. And because of your concentrate, you can essentially bait out reactions on your turn. This is a super cool spell and has phenomenal action economy on your part. So DC 39, right, on these reflex saves?
39, yep.
All right, their reflexes are not, they're not bad.
Yeah, it's kind of what I thought.
So
but
let's go with the, let's go with the one on the south there. That's going to be a crit success.
Okay.
So he'll take nothing. Then we'll move up to the one direct floating above the pit in front of you. That's going to be a success, but not a crit.
Okay.
And then the one up to the north, a success, but not a crit. So half damage for 2 of them.
Okay.
That'll be...
This is
Grim Reaper 1 and Grim Reaper 2.
7d6 electricity.
Damn. Thank you, automated dice rollers.
Yeah. 24 is the full damage.
Okay, so 12 points to each, which I like because that's easy math with your other stuff. So lightning is now striking throughout this room. Arcing. I can almost see like parts of it crawling across like the wrought iron railing, leaping up parts of the blades and the scythe through the body. And it almost gives you that like Star Trek Next Generation lightning effect. You can sort of see like the skeletons through the cloaks a little.
And with his last action, he's going to battle medicine himself.
Okay, no one has actions left. All right.
I'm going to call DC 40.
All right. So you all set for this? And are you okay with us moving to Val's turn?
Yep.
Will we do this? All right. Just let us know the final result. Jane, it's your turn as Val.
Okay, Val is going to use something that I don't use enough and really should as an investigator called Expeditious Inspection, where
Ooh.
it's a free action and I can recall knowledge because you observe and assess your surroundings with great speed.
Okay.
So
So you'll get a couple recall knowledges potentially if you also like
yeah,
stratagem.
do I roll that or do you roll that?
I'll roll it. Are you working on these creatures? Is that what you're looking for?
Yes.
All right. And your religion bonus, I forget what it is.
Plus 24.
Okay. Well, that's not going to be high enough. You're not able to learn anything. Obviously, they can teleport,
Angry face.
but that's a free action. You haven't wasted any action economy.
So angry.
That is 73 damage healed
Jesus.
to himself.
Lovely.
But now he can't heal himself again.
Well, field medics can like once a day. Once an hour overrule that.
Yeah.
I think I've already used it.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Okay, so since the one closest to me does not have a reaction anymore,
Yeah. Everyone has used their reaction right now.
I'm gonna run back to the rune I was originally at.
Sure. If you're going to try to disable those runes, remember it's a 10-minute action to do that. So that's
Oh, it is?
100 rounds of combat. Yes.
Frick.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna stay where I am, and I'm going to engage the Crimson Shroud.
Is that one action?
Let me look.
Okay. On deck is me and then Fox. Specifically the one that hasn't acted.
I'm ready.
Nice.
My hero lab is frozen, so I
Sure.
think it's an indication that we should just cancel the game.
Oh, got it. Change systems. We're going to play Lancer.
It's interact, so it's one action.
Okay.
Okay.
So you wrap
So I do
blood
that.
around you.
Get some fast healing,
Nice.
which is very needed. Watson, you're gonna have to just deal. Make an exception.
Help me.
And then I'm going to devise the stratagem against it as well.
So you won't be able to attack with this.
I
but
know, but I just want to get the recall knowledge.
Then you can just pick the recall knowledge if you want. It's the same action economy, but just so you know.
Okay. I just want to be able to know what the rolls are, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Plus
I'll just recall knowledge.
So that's a plus 24?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think you're finally getting closer on this. So, sorry. You
Are you
don't-
kidding me?
I'm rolling
I'm going to
for you.
flip this table over.
I really like this table. I'd take it as a personal favor if you didn't.
It would also be quite impressive.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very heavy.
You're close, but it's like you're struggling. Something about the aura, like the doom that's filling the room. It's almost like it's clouding your mind a little.
Okay, so we can't go destroy the runes to make them go away.
Yes.
Unless
Correct.
we want to just be like, hold on, give me 10 minutes.
It's
We
fine.
hold them off for 100 rounds.
Yeah.
Think I can last 10 minutes?
All right, everyone, enjoy the next 100 episodes of this podcast.
I'm not kidding. Everyone needs to jump down the hole.
Well, don't forget, if you have extra actions in a turn, things like aid can potentially set up allies, roll
I
bonuses.
just want to learn some things about them,
Yeah, well,
but
that's
you're
fair.
rolling so poorly that
I
can't.
am. I mean, take that as a benefit when I'm not critting you all the time.
Also, just
No,
to-
you seem to be doing that.
Yeah,
Aid
you
me.
still are doing
Oh,
that.
okay.
It's just not when I need you to roll well.
Aid my attack.
a warning that with the rain
Okay.
still falling, any ranged attacks that you do have a -4 penalty to them.
So get in melee.
Good to know.
All right, so
yeah, I'm going to be like, Fox, take it from here.
all
Is
right.
that your aid?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, because you still have an action, right? Because you didn't move. You just
Oh, yeah, I didn't end
you
up
recalled
moving.
knowledge.
Yeah, so I will aid Fox. I'm going to try to
Activated.
cause a
Yeah.
distraction. I'm going to be like, hey, Grim Reaper.
Get
I'm
me.
over here. Look at my pistol.
Like, she's like twisting around her gun and knife, like, ooh.
How does that go?
Ooh.
All right, so keep that in mind.
Actually, I don't really want to attract their attention to me and have them
Mhm.
attack me. So I think my distraction, I don't know. I'm gonna use the cloak and try to kind of like flip it up
Yeah.
in their face so they get a little distracted.
Sure.
To aid Fox's forthcoming attack.
So don't roll yet, but Fox, when you roll an attack, holler. Then
Yep.
Jane, at that point, you'll roll a deception check.
And I add it's a deception check. Okay.
All right, so now it's the one to the north of Fox's turn. It's engaged in on Fox. Its reaction is back, and it's gonna
Yeah.
start swinging at Fox. Oh shit. Well, that's a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Fox, how many hit points do you have left?
What was that you said about rolling low?
Yeah.
That I'm
but
doing great.
130 some.
Oh, so you're fine, right?
139.
So let's
Fine, we'll see.
let's roll this on air.
He did 88 to him.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see if I can pull 2 crits in one turn.
No. Well, resistance to negative still.
We're -5, but I'm probably gonna have enough negative
Yeah, probably.
come through to get above that, which I'm feeling pretty good about. Okay. Oh damn. Okay, that's really good.
Gross.
Damn. Okay, no, that's fine. Okay, so 1 point of negative, and then that's gonna be
1 point of negative.
1 point, and then 70 points of damage.
Super.
Yeah.
I have a stupid question really
Yeah,
quick.
go for it.
Okay, so my fast healing is half my level,
Yeah.
and we're level 17. So, like, do I round up or down?
And Pathfinder, unless otherwise specified, you always round down. So not a dumb question at all.
Ah.
And that triggers at the beginning of your turn.
Yeah, I just wanted.
Yeah.
I'm just excited about my healing.
No, that's super cool. I mean, that's literally a god power. That's pretty cool. All right. Got 3 more attacks coming at you, Fox.
Great.
Let's see how we're doing. That's not as good, but I like it. How do we feel about a 37 to hit?
Yes.
Coming in for that crit. Oh, this might be enough. I actually think I may have pulled off. I think it's a hit. I don't think it's a crit. 43 to hit.
Hit.
How many hit points you got left?
68.
All right. Oh, that's a good roll. That's a really good roll. So let's call that nice and simple. 35 points of damage. You ignore the negative.
Okay.
1 final attack here. I'm feeling it. Natural 20. Oh, not a natural 20, but that is a 40 to hit.
Hit.
All right. How many hit points you got left?
Oh my
33.
You know what then? 33 hit points. Tune in next time to see if
No! Oh my god.
The Live to Die podcast is a production of Live to Die Gaming. Follow us on social media at Live to Die Pod. Leave a review and tune in next week for more. If you like the amazing background audio and music, all that credit goes to Syrinscape. Make sure you check them out at Syrinscape.com.